The next question I have, how do you teach accountability through rhythm?
Accountability through rhythm. Believe it or not, that is something my wife and I focus on with this next generation is being accountable because I feel to believe that a lot of them don't take accountability or they're not being taught that at home. When you go in the real world, you're going to be held accountable. So in order to come to practice and miss a practice, you have to be accountable. You have to communicate towards. In order to a performance, you got to communicate. Even if you're not available, put unavailable. So these are things that we're teaching our students early from 12 years on up. We have something called our band app, and we have the calendar already set for them. So there's no excuse for you not to put anything. We need to see some communication. We need to see some accountability, and that's how we make this thing work smooth. We're doing Endymion tomorrow, and we already have 44 students put that they're available. So this is probably one of the biggest drum lines we're going to have marching in the New Orleans parade tomorrow night through accountability. Now, when I first started this program, still to this day, I would check report cards as well. You can't beat on my drums if you flunking in class. And I also would come at a random day and go to any one of my students, go to their school and just peek my head through the door. Just to let them know I'm here. You got somebody in your corner that's watching you, that's cheering for you, that's rooting for you. So even when you don't know it, I could pop up any moment. So let me find you doing the right thing. So that's some things my wife and I we implemented, to keep the kids accountable through their grades and their commitment, their loyalty, and just respond. Just we just want you to respond.
But it sounds like the most important thing, you showing that you care.
Yes, it.
Yep, showing that you care.
Kids don't have a problem being accountable to somebody that care about 'em.
Yeah. Wow, that's I mean, I'm glad that I'm actually doing this, about this program that you have. Cause it seems like you talking about the past, the present, and what's gonna happen in the future as well. Which brings me back to yeah. This brings me back to my last and final question. How do you balance marriage, fatherhood, school, and leadership?
The blessing of having your own, and I'm a stickler on this, man. My family been with me from day one. We had the Cadillac stroller rolling around the Hornets, the Pelicans arena, when our babies were small. Wherever I go, I'll take them with me. I had a little spot on Jackson State campus where I had, my bedroom with a pull out. My family would come up there with me, man. Dr. Little loved my daughters, my sons, both of my sons marched in the program. So it goes hand in hand, you know what I'm saying? When you self-employed, you're able to bring your family along. My oldest daughter, she's 20, and she's now hired on as for media, and she's getting paid to do administration work to help my wife. I took her to the Pelican game to take the pictures of the Monday night, and guess what I found her doing? Directing. She directing the students. She drilling and rehearsing them because she also continued through the program. I I snuck and showed her mama on FaceTime. I said, "Man, look at this. We ain't paying her for this." You know what I'm saying? But it was a blessing, man. It's a blessing.
Yeah, that's
It's tough to balance, but I'm home in the daytime and I'm gone pretty much every evening. I have other instructors. If my daughter have a basketball game, hey man, can you cover this practice so I can go see my daughter play? Uh, you know, I'm there, man. I'm there for my babies, 24/7. It's by the grace of God, man. It's the wisdom of God. I can't take all the credit. I'm learning how to be the man I am every day. My dad was young when he had me. My mom and dad separated. They were 14, 15 years old. So I didn't have that example of how to be the man I am today, but I refuse to be less than what I saw. So God has restored my relationship with my dad. We have an awesome relationship to this day. But growing up, I was looking for that male role model. I had a grandfather that, did what he could, but my mom was pretty strong when it came to my academics, keeping me in line. I graduated 3.0. I never went to jail, nothing like that. Never did drugs, never drank. I played basketball. Drumline was my forte, though. That was my cup of tea. I pursued that, man, and those just work habits just follow me to, and as a man. But being a father, I just say, Lord, whatever, teach me how to be the man you want me to be. And I'm learning every day. Still at 48 years old, I'm still learning how to be a husband. I'm still learning how to be a man of God, and most of all, a father.